Welcome back to our series on tarping. We're getting the back finished up. So first part is getting that end flap down and tucked in under the back of the load. So once we've got the rear flap down and some fasteners on it so the wind can't suck it out of there, then our next part is to get the side flaps to come in around. Now on some loads it's possible to get yourself started from at the back corner of the load, but on other loads it's difficult to get the tarp to tuck up properly and get a neat corner back there. So on those loads I like to come away from the corner a little bit and start my tuck out here. So I'll reach up and find the rub rail of the trailer right there and take a pinch of tarp and then go halfway between there and the bottom of the tarp and tuck it up, and then that comes right down to the rub rail again. And then you can just put any kind of a temporary fastening on this just to hold it up, because you're going to come back and fix that up later on. Now we can go to the end of the tarp here, and again I'm going to find the rub rail of the trailer and I'm going to put my hand, so we're on the right side of the trailer, I'm going to put my right hand there and then find that halfway point, and I can pull towards me and tuck that up all at the same time. So then you can fix that 8 or 10 feet of tarp that you just did, and now we're ready to fasten up the back. But sometimes this will come undone on you, so you want to kind of have a little bit of a plan, some kind of something to keep that from falling apart while you go and get the other side to that same point. The other way to do that rear portion is from up here on the trailer, and what you can do is find that rub rail, pull your tarp up and find that halfway point, and get that rear fold made right here so that we're ready to go around the corner. And then be sure you have a bungee pre-staged so that you can get hooked in and put your pressure across the trailer at the same time. Those first two bungees worked out pretty good where they hooked together and we've got a decent amount of tension there. But I want to demonstrate something that happens on certain loads where your spacing might be different here. When you go to hook your bungees together, if you've got a situation where it's too long and not tight enough, then what you can do is double one over. So stretch them past each other and hook that hook in, and then double back over here. And basically what you do is create 1.5. And this turned out kind of bad. My hook is in toward the tarp. You always want to think about that. So sometimes just by changing the orientation of how your bungee is sitting, you can change whether that goes toward the tarp or away from it. Generally when you hook into D-rings, your thought is going to be to have the tip of your bungee facing away from the load so it doesn't dig into your tarp and cause damage. But if you pull sideways on a D-ring, almost always they flip upside down. So that means you're going to want to hook in from the top so that when you pull sideways, your hook ends up being away. That's the back pretty much complete on this load. Keep in mind this is going to look differently if your cargo is shaped different, but on a nice square load like this one, we're pretty much done here and we're ready to do up the rest of this tarp and head to the front.